Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to discuss about a data structure concept called stack. Logically, a stack is a LIFO, that is last in first out structure, and physically it can be implemented as an array or as a linked list. So already we discussed about this concept, stack concept, in the previous video. It uses the algorithm of LIFO, that is last in first out. The last element you insert in, that is pushed in will be popped out first. It can be implemented as both arrays or as a linked list. Stack, if implemented as array, inherits all the properties of an array. So if you implement stack as an array, whatever concept, whatever properties you use it for an array will be implemented for stack. If stack is implemented as a linked list, inherits all the properties of linked list. So whatever properties available for the linked list, the same concept will be applicable for the stack also. Whichever way it is implemented, push and pop operations occurs at the top only. This is only difference. Okay, whether you implement it as an array or whether you implement it as a linked list, both push and pop operations can occur at the top of the stack. So first we are going to discuss about stack as an array. As array are static data structures, space required for them must be predetermined. That is, how many number of elements must be known beforehand. So you can declare the array variable, the maximum number of elements which can be held in the stack, and you can utilize that. You can have only maximum that's the reason you call it as static. So if you declare the array as 10, you can have maximum elements up to 10 in a stack. Okay. Therefore, creation of stack as an array involves determining the number of elements beforehand. So before itself you have to decide how many elements you are going to maximum store in the stack. Okay, so you can put 50. So 50 is the maximum element you can store in a stack, and you can either use 10 or 20, it doesn't matter. Okay, so maximum element can be 50, but you can store minimum values according to the necessity. So first operation is a pushing operation. Insertion in a stack, you call it as pushing. Pushing an element in a stack involves new element will be inserted at the top only. So you can see the diagram here. You can see push operation. You already see some elements, that is A, B, C are some of the elements already available in the stack. You are pushing a new element, that is D. So it will be pushed only at the top, inserted at the top. You can see the next diagram. After inserting D, what happens? The remaining element is pushed one cell below. So A has been pushed one cell below, B has been pushed one cell below, and C also has been pushed one cell below, and it will make a space for D so that you can insert D. Then again you are inserting the next element D, so that you can see that it has been inserted. Now if you already have the maximum elements, that means in the case the array is full, it is called as stack full condition, or you can also call as overflow. So if you try to insert another element which is already, the stack is already full, so it will say that it is overflow, that is the stack is already full, you cannot insert more values. Now the next concept is the deletion operation, you call it as popping. Popping, otherwise deletion of an element from a stack also involves reshifting the element. So here, if you are popping, you are not going to give what element you are going to pop, because you don't know what will be popped out, because the last element which is been inserted will be deleted first. That means if you pop, the last element is on the top of the stack will be removed. So you can see when you just click on pop operation, the first element that is on the top will be removed. So C here is been removed. So the next diagram you can see C has been already removed, and the remaining values is moved upwards. Okay. In case the last element is popped, the stack becomes empty. That means the final operation, you can see B has been removed and also A has also been removed. Now the stack is empty. You don't have more values, that is elements inside the stack. Now if you try to pop it out, it will say it is empty, or you can say underflow, stack underflow. Now you are going to see stack as a linked list. So already just now we discussed stack as an array. Now you are going to see as a linked list. A linked list is a dynamic data structure. That is only difference between array and linked list. Arrays is a static data structure. Here it is a dynamic data structure where the space requirement need not be predetermined. No need to say beforehand how many elements you are going to be inserted. While you increase the elements or decrease the elements, automatically adjust the nodes. Creation of stack as linked list is same as creation of linked list. Already we discussed about linked list in the previous video, that it has a node which has two parts. Left part will be the element and right part will be the pointer which points to the next node. Okay, so same criteria, whatever linked list implementation is done, the same thing, the same properties will be carried over here also. If a new item is inserted, the top points to the newly inserted node. That's the only difference here. You can only insert it only on the top, not in between or at the end. So now you are going to see the insertion operation for a linked stack. As a push can only occur at the top. Top gets modified every time. So you can see the pointer here. This is a pointer which is been represented as a diagram. Okay. So this will be pointing to the first node, that is A. Okay. When you create a new node, it always occurs at the top. That means new node will be inserted at the beginning. Okay, beginning of the list. So the pointer top will be altered every time, modified every time. Now the pointer, second time the pointer is pointing to B node. Third time it has been altered and it will be, you can see that it has been shifted. The top value has been modified and it is pointing to C. And C in turns will be pointing to B and B in turns pointing to A. That is the order where this stack algorithm works. Okay, the concept is similar. Only thing is you are going to use nodes here, nothing else. So deletion popping also requires modification of top made to point the next node. So here also when you delete something, it will be deleted from the top of the stack. So the latest node which you insert will be popped out. So you can see pop C. The top, that is the pointer which will be pointing to the next node, that is the altered value. The previous link was C and now it will go to the next node, and so the pointer will be modified to the B node here. Then again you pop B, it knows that the node will be removed and that pointer will be pointing to the next node, that is A. So this is how the process occurs when you do the pushing or popping in a linked stack. Hope you understood the concept of stack. We will see some programs in the upcoming videos. Until then, thank you.